And hello to all my friends. I'd like to welcome you to your Quadrants video 2024. So this is divination for an entire year. We're going to be looking through different topics, subjects, and themes to see when is the best time for you to plan and prepare things for your year. This is the only divination that I do for a year out at a time. So what is a quadrant? Well, a quadrant is a piece of the pie of the year. The little graphic illustration I have on your screen is probably the best visual I can give you. It's pretty self-explanatory. Quadrant 1 is going to be talking about January, February, and March. Quadrant 2 is going to be talking about April, May, and June. Quadrant 3, July, August, and September. And then Quadrant 4 will be wrapping up with October, November, and December. Which quadrant has what in store for you? Well, we're about to find out. This is the best tool available for you to plan and prepare. Today, this is being done as a general reading for your entire sign, but if you're looking for messages that are personal, private, and specific only to you, I do offer quadrants as a personal audio product on the website scottsagent.com, available January only. I've found that the best way to utilize quadrants is to watch the entire thing at the beginning of the year, and then after the first quadrant ends, March going into April, I come back, watch quadrants again, look at what happened in one, and reflect back on it because you just lived it. And then look ahead to what quadrant 2 is so it's fresh in your mind. And then do the same thing at the end of 2 going into 3. I'll come up and do a little fresh reminder again on that. And then same thing at the end of 3 going into 4. See how 3 just played out. See what's coming in 4. That's the best way so you can plan and prepare so it's fresh in your mind. All of the card work has already been done. I've taken a bunch of notes for every single quadrant for you. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. Capricorn Quadrants 2024. Let's start with quadrant number 1, January, February, and March. The theme of your Q1 is the calm and the peace. Both very important during this quadrant. Let's get into the details of what that refers to. We have a love ping coming in first for Q1, which talks about work possibility. In the love corner. That's interesting. That's not going to be for everybody, guys. This is going to be maybe just a select few Capricorns here that have some work potential for love here. I don't think they're talking about, loving what you do for work because this is a love corner deal. So this is for some of you meeting other people in the workplace, dating them, getting to know them better, whatever version of that it could be. So like I said, just for some of you, it's coming up as a possibility. It just refers to needing order. It needs boundaries. It needs, you got to be very clear with communication here with both people involved. So that's for you people who are going through that or are about to go through that these next 3 months. That's for you. For everybody else, we get a much more congruent message with the entire sign here when we get to health. We have a ping coming in here for welcoming. Very warm energy, very welcoming energy for my Cappies here in Q1 for health. Good possibilities to do just about anything you're trying to do because it's so welcoming. It's saying that the potential is there. We have a ping coming in for vacation and relaxation, but this comes in as a kind of a weird vibe to it. It feels more like it's a vacation and it's something you do to relax, but there's more intent behind it. It's like it's something to do for work or going to it feels like a recon mission. It feels like you're going to scout something out. Maybe, hey, I want to go check out this other state to see what it's like to live there because I'm considering living there. So that would be with a purpose. Now, it feels more work related to me, like something to do with work, but I'm not sure what that is. Very interesting. Maybe even a work trip for some people or getting away from work. Safe and conservative draws a major ping. This is the biggest deal for Q1 for you. They talk about how, especially as the weirdness leaves, and they talk about priorities. So if you read between the lines, that means that there's going to be some weird phases going on here early in the year for Capricorns, January, February, and March here in Q1, because they talk about how mysterious and confused a lot of you are going to be. So and because of that, that is why they want you to play it safe. That is why they want you to play it conservative and not do anything like really risky. As you notice, we didn't talk about risks at all yet because they left it blank. Because right now, they want you safe and conservative and just kind of background energy, not front and center making drastic changes. No, not you, Cappy. Maybe in 2. Let's see. Quadrant 2, the theme is good, but we want to get it better. That's the theme. Now, the first ping we have here is financial. First time we're talking about finances for Cappies. They talk about how you're getting permission here to open up the spending here in Quadrant 2. So that's a good sign. Looking good there. We have another ping here for busy and productive. Okay, so now they got you on risks. They got you on busy and productive. So you can see there's a lot more activity going on here in Q2. The peaceful, calm and peace from one is over by here. So busy and productive pings in painfully / mind is what I wrote down. So they're saying be busy and productive with the things that bother you, the things that you think about all the time and that are living rent-free in your head. That's the kind of stuff you need to get busy about in Q2 to fix. And you may not know what this is right now if you're viewing this reading early in the year. This is a good reminder of why you need to come back and check out these quadrants as things unfold, because even though right now you might not know what this is, in quadrant 2 you should have a pretty good idea, because that's what Spirit's given the timeline here for. So the things that bother you, that's what you need to get busy and productive towards conquering. Vacation, relaxation draws a big ping here, big one. Complete, very complete. So it's like the perfect vacation. It's like the perfect way to relax and get away. Okay, opportunities here in Q2, which is April, May, and June. Excellent timing there. They talk about gifts from God there and far travel. It makes me feel like if you got somewhere that's covers a lot of distance here, Capricorn, Q2 is the best time to do it. Risks and going for it, big ping for the Magician card, which represents manifestation, all things possible, very much magic in the air. And they talk about love corner specifically there in relationships. So that is what is requiring a risk, and risks pan out very, very well for Cappies here in quadrant 2. So I would encourage any risks in the love corner, which is a big place. For my singles, it might be putting yourself out there and joining a site. Yeah, you didn't really want to do that, but you're going to take the risk. Really good rewards for it. If you're in a relationship, coupled up, married, risks could be like, hey, we're going to really go and spend a lot of money on a vacation all together. It's something we wouldn't normally do, but you know what? The family deserves it, and we're all going to have a good time, get brought closer together. So you can see, different things for different people here. We also bring in, actually, that is the end. That's the end of quadrant 2. Now we get into your very talkative quadrant. Quadrant 3 here, which is July, August, and September, is chatting our ears off here, Cappies. The first thing they bring in is work, big ping. This is actually the only work focus for Capricorn for the year. It's coming in 3. They want you focused, like eyes on the prize, very super focused, and they talk about how important this is going to be for your intentions. You got to have crystal clear intentions here. So you can't be like wavering, be like, oh, I think I might want to take that job, but I'm not sure about the duties and the responsibilities. Here, Spirit is saying, no, that's just junk. You got to have all that stuff down. You got to be very clear about what you're going to do here, what you want to attract, what you're going to accept, and what you're going to deny. We have a ping coming in here for love. They talk about how money inaction actually leads to blocked new love for some of you. That's probably a smaller part of my audience here, but basically it's saying if you don't want to fork out the money, it's just not going to work out for your love corner very well. So something with the family, perhaps. Maybe some of you, it has to do with dating. You're like, I don't want to pay to join a dating site. Why would I want to do that? Or why would I want to pay to go on dates in general? I don't want to put that paying energy, like I don't want to put the energy into getting all pretty and going out, and then like I might not even like the person, so all these kind of things. So inaction with money and the finances there can lead to blocked new love that never comes, okay? Or the next level of new love that also never comes. Pretty big ping coming in here for financial here, quadrant 3. They talk about the collapse that you saw coming and to lead others. Okay, that sounds bad, but when I write down collapse, what I'm really talking about here is the breakdown of something so you can build it up all over again. It would be like if you were to get rid of all your debt and pay off all your bills here in Q3 and start over. That would also be a collapse. That would be a good collapse, right? So collapses are not always bad, but they talk about this being a big deal. So they bring in that you saw this coming. So first of all, you kind of see the writing on the wall here. You might not know if you're watching this video in January, but here in Q3, you should have a pretty good idea what they're talking about financially here. And they want you to lead others. So it's basically asking you to step up. Step up here, Cappies. We have a ping here coming in for busy and productive. Big one, actually. Busy rattles open. Okay, so things get extremely active. Stuff going on all over the place. Q3, very busy. Do not expect it to be easy. It is going to be very busy. They talk about passion, so they want to make sure Cappies are following their passion. Maybe in the work corner, maybe the love corner, even health. Vacation relaxation comes as a pretty good one here too. They talk about how lacking authority though, as challenges get conquered. So even though this is a very busy quadrant, There's going to be challenges that you guys are surmounting, you guys are kicking butt and so forth. And as that kind of gets done and these challenges get out of your way, that's when this vacation window opens up in Q3. Very possible. We have a ping for risks and going for it here in Q3. Again, another risky corner here, quadrant. End toxicity, they say. End toxicity. So this is a risk, though. So maybe you consider it a risk, or a spirit is just saying, hey, you just need to go for it. You need to go for ending toxicity with the cigarettes, with the alcohol, with the emotional baggage, with the family drama, or whatever it is, right? So ending some kind of toxicity comes up in Q3, and they talk about how your prayers are being heard. That's excellent news. That's going to help you get there, right? It means you got help. You got reinforcements on the way. Safe and conservative, there is a ping that comes in here too. So you can see that there's going to be moments in Q3 to be both. And hopefully we've given you enough information so you can differentiate between which is which. For safe and conservative, they talk about patience with new things to the touch, new physical things. Okay, so this is not like new ideas you have. They're not talking about that. They're talking about, like, if you have a new car, you can touch a new car. Okay, so that's something you need to be safe and conservative with. Maybe you need to, not park in weird places. Maybe you need to take it to a car wash that's a good car wash that's not going to scratch it, or something like that. That's a silly example, but you can understand the vibe of playing it safe here with something physical to the touch. This is and even if it's like a new business, for example, that's a different corner of your life, but it's still to the touch. You can touch the business, you can touch the products, right? So here, that would be saying to be conservative with that. So the risks are basically the stuff that you cannot touch. That's really the difference. And the theme of that quadrant, the entire thing, was really balancing two corners of your life. We all have these four main pillars, these four main corners of our lives, which are love, work, finances, and health. And by them saying you need to balance these two, that is kind of the challenge of Q3. Usually one is pulling one of the other ones out of whack, out of alignment, and it is your job to take care of. Usually it's work and family/love, but different things for different people. We get into quadrant 4, guys. Quadrant 4 is one of your quieter quadrants. This is October, November, and December. We have a big ping coming in here for finance. They talk about wish fulfillment and mindfulness. So money looking really good as the year concludes. Excellent. You want to be mindful about it, though, so don't do anything dumb with it. Be smart with it. Be very intelligent with it. Health, they bring in unsuccessful. So it's not saying that health is going to be bad in quadrant 4, but it makes me feel like if you're trying to do something different with health, you really want to do that early in the year. You don't want to wait till the end of the year. It's just not going to stick as well. Maybe it's because of the holidays or who knows why. And that's all I wanted to talk about in Q4. So that wraps up a very talkative Q3, really. But there are all four of your quadrants. Hopefully you can see how important this information is for planning, for preparation, getting divine timing correct, getting things to go a little smoother just because you have this extra information, because this is a general reading for Capricorn. And of course, Spirit's able to get a lot of commonalities and common ground. Nothing beats a personal private reading, and Quadrants is available as that. Personal audio product available just for you. All your information, all the same stuff we talked about, same topics, just all catered to your year. Hope you all spoil yourself with one of those. January only, guys. ScottSagent.com. I hope you have an excellent 2024, Capricorn. I know you will.
So I guess the fortune teller's right.